Yo, what's going on, man? Today is May the 22nd, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn Show. Live on Twitter right now. I'm also live on YouTube as well. And we're here to break down the one NBA game that we have for today. But do me a favor as you guys join. If you join late, whether you're watching on Twitter, or whether you're listening on Twitter or watching on YouTube, hit the like button for me if you can. Greatly appreciated as always. And then let's jump into the recap before we break down this Lakers and Nuggets game. Also, going to go ahead and break down the Celtics and the Heat game for tomorrow as well. Probably won't be doing the show. No need to be keep doing shows for one game per night. So I know a couple people that hit me up and asked me, was I doing a show on Sunday or on Saturday for the Laker game? And I'm like, man, people must not have listened to the show on Friday because I had already told people I was on the Lakers, heavy on the Lakers, in a lot of different ways as well, and kind of gave out the looks already. So recap, absolutely got demolished on Saturday. Was all over the Lakers. Took them in the first half, minus the 2.5 at 130 on Barstool, I think, at a minus 130 on Barstool. Also gave out the Lakers -4 as soon as the line opened. That was the best number that I got. Then I also had the Lakers money line with the Boston Celtics money line from game 2, thinking that Boston wouldn't go down 2-0 at home. That didn't happen. So the conference finals have been not treating me nicely at all anymore. But up until that, we were on a 13-0 run. And, the run extended longer than 13 as well. I mean, 13 in a row. But, we made a lot of money. If you've been telling my plays, if you've been in the YouTube, membership group, we've made a lot of money, up a lot of units. But, it's more so what have you done for me lately? And lately, it's been all bad, man. That's what I put in the tweet. Lakers lost me a lot of money the other day. Jamal Murray specifically, Coach Darvin Ham, his lack of pulling D'Angelo Russell out of the lineup. It was bad, man. So Lakers lose game 3, of course. They go down 0-3. And they're back at home, trying to starve off elimination, potentially go back to Denver for game 5 of this series that would be on Wednesday if they can stay afloat tonight. Probably get swept in, probably lose in Denver if they do make it back. So let's jump into the game for today. Like I said, hit the like button for me if you can. Appreciate everybody in the comment section as well. Banana and Grapes, Justin, Captain Zach, Prolific, snagging here, David, Marcus, Matt, everybody that's in the chat. What's up, Sean? Appreciate y'all for being here. Let's jump into the game for today. So we got a three-point line in favor of the Lakers. The Lakers are 3-point home favorites tonight. So, line actually opened, I think, at 3.5. Money come in on Denver. Looks like about 62% of the tickets and 62% of the tickets is on Denver, but 72% of the money is on the Lakers. So, kind of it's to me, it's pretty tricky. I wrote about this earlier and gave it out to the YouTube membership page earlier. I don't have a play for the game as far as the side. As far as the total, I do lean, probably towards the over, but not anything that I played. And this is what I'll just read you guys what I actually sent to the YouTube membership page if I can pull it up real quick, because this is my synopsis of the game. I think whenever teams are down 3-0 or up 3-0, it's just difficult to kind of get a good gauge on, how motivated that team's going to be that's down. Could they come out and lay an egg? I think, they absolutely could. But could they come out and fight, with their backs against the wall? I think that's absolutely, the spot as well. And we talk about the psychology of these teams. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we've made so much money betting on the sides in the playoffs is, you really can find out who's motivated, who has to win, quote unquote, must win situations, the adjustments. And that's what Darvin Ham has, failed to do. And you see it just kind of materialize itself in a way that the Lakers couldn't overcome it. Should they lost game 1? Absolutely. They came out and laid an egg. Denver jumped on them early. That was the game that Jokic had 10 rebounds in the first quarter. Second quarter, should they have won that game? Absolutely. They should have won game 2. They should have stole game 2. Jamal Murray goes crazy in the fourth quarter after the Lakers are up, I want to say 8-9 points in the fourth quarter. and then you come home and you allow Jamal Murray to start the game super hot. I think Denver probably thought that they, weren't necessarily going to win that game. They were expecting a little more effort from the Lakers, but Jamal Murray just got hot. And if Jamal Murray gets that hot, no disrespect to Steph, but Jamal Murray can get Steph hot. And when you get Steph hot, it's really nothing you can do about it. They tried to put Vanderbilt on him. They tried to put Dennis Schroeder on him. It was nothing that they could do. So now the Lakers, they have these are just my thoughts. They have minimum margin for error, like just in general in this series. We see that the Lakers offense just can kind of get cut off. They've scored 108 points and 103 points in their last couple games. Denver's the bigger team. They have more size, they have more length. The Lakers are also historically bad when they're down 3-0 in series as well. And I talk about that being a motivation point. They've never won a playoff game after going down 3-0, let alone a whole series. So, this one is over for betting purposes. The Lakers are 0-8 and that's the most losses without a win in the NBA history when they're down 3-0 in a series. They're also an older team. This will be the fourth straight game of Bron logging at least 40 minutes. And if you remember, in the first round, in the second round, Bron could kind of he was picking and choosing his spots, kind of taking games off against Memphis, taking games off against Golden State because the Lakers were playing from ahead. So you take all of those things into consideration. You take in Anthony Davis, who's been alternating good game, bad game, good game, bad game for whatever reason. It seems like since the playoffs start, and there's no way I could get behind the Lakers today. Could they come out here and play with a sense of pride, not get swept on their home court? Absolutely. On the other hand, you look at the Nuggets, they have also lost the road game in each series so far. They lost game 4 against Minnesota after being up 3-0, and they lost game 3 to Phoenix as well. So can the Lakers win? Like, is Denver the best team we've ever seen? Absolutely not. But I do think that Denver has enough to be able to kind of get this game going. And like I said, the Lakers just have a really, really thin margin of error that they, can kind of let happen. And really that's it, because in game 3, Jokic didn't play well. He only this dude was not even, even close to the best version that we've seen. Like, it was by far his worst game in this series, especially when you compare it to game 1. So, could we get a, motivated Jokic in this spot? They really want to, get the Lakers out the way and do it on the road. I think so, man. I absolutely think so. The Lakers just don't have enough, in my estimation, with them being so small, running that 3-guard lineup. Especially if you're going to keep D'Lo out there, I think you just don't have you don't really have a shot. I think the first 5 minutes will tell us all we need to know about this game. Are the Lakers are they serious about extending the series? Do the Nuggets have the killer instinct? And are they wanting to celebrate on their own home floor and just, winning game 5? I know sometimes people, don't necessarily buy into those narratives, but I do think that that's a realistic chance. The Nuggets know that, the Lakers got to beat them 4 more times. And in 3 of those games, 2, they will have to beat the Lakers will have to beat them in Denver twice. And Denver hasn't even lost a game at home throughout the postseason so far. So, like I said, for all betting purposes, the series is by far over, I think. Also, last thing I wanted to mention, during the Sunday's post practice interview, Coach Ham, he doubled down on keeping D'Lo in the starting lineup and a part of the rotation. D'Lo is a minus 53 for the series. And this is what I said after game 1. If people stayed on YouTube and listened to the rant after I shut down the spaces, well, it wasn't really a rant. It was more so observation. But, D'Lo is a minus 53 for the series, which, he's been the worst player for the Lakers on the floor, but he's also been the worst player for Denver. He's been the worst player for Miami, and he's the worst player for the Boston Celtics as well. Minus 53 is the worst plus minus in the NBA conference finals right now. It's not even close. So for all of those reasons, I can't play the Lakers. Maybe they come out with a sense of desperation early, but there's no way I could play him. You look at D'Angelo Russell. He played 26 minutes in game 1, 32 minutes in game 2, and then 20 minutes in game 3. Averaging just 7 points against the Nuggets, shooting less than 30% from the field, 14% from the 3-point line. He's only 2 for 14, and he's averaging just 4 also averaging 4 assists and 2 rebounds. So drastic drop off from what he was able to bring in the series in the last game. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is what Bron mentioned in his post game interview. And I think the biggest thing that I kind of took away from it was the Nuggets just have more. Their role players have just played a lot better. AD has been, pretty much AD. He's giving you the good games. He had the stinker in game 2 as well when the Lakers really needed him to play well. But you just look at the role players, right? You take your hats off to guys like KCP, who stay ready, shooting the ball, defending at a really good level, executing the game plan, taking advantage of D'Angelo Russell, making wide open shots when Jokic gets double teamed. Same thing for Michael Porter Jr. Dude is he's out there grabbing rebounds, hitting wide open shots whenever he gets a good look. And you could say the same thing for Jeff Green making timely shots, Aaron Gordon continuing to stay ready. So yeah, they are the better team. I didn't think that I don't have a bet on the series. I didn't place a bet on the series. So if the Lakers lose, it sucks as a fan, but it's not. I'm not losing any money on that. I just lost a lot of money on Game 3 because I thought that they would bounce back in a big way. So that's the way I kind of see the game. I think the Nuggets, I don't know what the motivation of the Nuggets is going to be, which is why I'm not playing the game. LeBron, like I said, the Lakers don't typically play well in this spot. So could the Nuggets end it? Absolutely. I think what I'll do is I'll watch the game, see how the game goes, and probably make a live bet. On the opposite hand, as far as the total, I don't see anything that I absolutely love about the total. I think that in these spots, games typically go over. You see the line move from 224.5 up to 225 on most books. It's a couple 225s and a half as well. The Lakers have been a really, really good, the best defensive team in the playoffs. But you let Jamal Murray go off for 30 in the first half, and they really might have snatched the Lakers' soul. Honestly, we'll see what happens, and that's something that we can't necessarily, predict until we actually see the ball, in play after they tip it off. So another reason why I'm kind of staying off the game, staying off the total. Lakers have the defense to be able to make this game go under, but we don't necessarily know if they're going to play that way. They also could win this game. We don't necessarily know if they're going to play that way. We've seen Denver be able to win games. So just because the Lakers are down 3-0, it don't necessarily mean that they should have lost all the games. But at the end of the day, they did, and the record is what it says what it is. So no side on the play, no play on the side, no play on the total. If I'm looking at player props and I haven't played anything, I think you absolutely have to. We haven't heard the lineup changes. At least I haven't got anything tweeted to my phone yet. Mike Trudell and Underdog will probably be tweeting that out once we get a little closer to game time. And I don't expect, Darvin Ham to release that information early anyway. But I do anticipate that Jared Vanderbilt will be out of this. I think he'll be out. And it's just because the Nuggets, they are he can't. First of all, he can't stop Jamal Murray, as no one on the Lakers can. But he also is just an offensive liability. The Nuggets really been able to kind of make the Lakers pay for that. D'Angelo Russell will also be outside of the lineup. If you're really serious about winning this game, I think Coach Ham has to start Dennis Schroeder and he has to start Rui Hachimura. So if I'm looking at player props, I like Rui Hachimura a lot. I think his points props 13.5. I expect him to go down with the ship today. If the Lakers lose the game, I think it could be another 15 to 20 point game for Rui Hachimura. If the Lakers lose the game, I think Rui Hachimura could also continue to be in the game. Just kind of let him score. And I can't really gauge AD, so no real look on AD. LeBron assists continue to cash, but if the Lakers get smashed in this spot, then they won't cash. So that's not something I'm really looking to go back towards. And then Austin Reeves, dude's been playing really, really well. I think it's time for Austin Reeves to potentially have a bad game. You can't have great games every single game. Rui Hachimura had 2 really good games in Denver. He came home, missed some timely shots that we absolutely could have, used him to make in the last game. So sometimes players are just due for regression, especially if they're playing above themselves. And I think that's what's been kind of happening with Rui Hachimura. I do expect him to play better. I think Austin Reeves may potentially take a step back in this game, even though the minutes will be there. So I'm not telling you guys to take his under. I'm just saying I wouldn't necessarily be on his over. And that's really all I like. I'm not planning touching anything on the opposite side. Denver has shown that they can kind of do it, through multiple guys. It could be anybody's game, anybody's day. So those are my thoughts on the game. Like I said, I didn't play anything. If I play anything, it will be live. One of these teams jump out to a pretty big lead. that's typically the team you want to back, even if the team that's losing, makes a push. The team that's been winning at halftime have went on to win most of the games in the playoffs throughout the entirety of this series. Not the series, throughout the entirety of the playoffs in general for 2022, 2023. So those are my thoughts. I'm gonna move on to the Celtics and the Heat game, and then I'll go back and check in on the comment section, and then we'll keep it moving. So Celtics and the Heat. The Heat are minus 1.5 on most books. Yeah, minus 1.5 on most books. So some money kind of came in on Boston to drop the spread from 2, which is what it opened at, to 1.5. You see the total shoot up from 214.5 is what it opened, up to 216.5. And that's for a good reason. That's for really, really good reason. I was looking at some stuff yesterday on teams that are up 3-0, and they're a home favorite in their next game. I think the totals are something like, let's see, I wrote it down. I put it in my notes section to share with you guys. I haven't placed a bet in this game either, but I think I know where I'm going. So let me get to that real quick and let you guys know what I'm thinking. So home favorites in closeout games are 8-1-1 to the over, and I've gone over their team total 7 of those 10 instances. You look at Miami's offense in the playoffs; it's just been super elite. You can't really key in on one guy, right? Like of course, everybody wants to talk about Jimmy Butler, who is the superstar on the team. But Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, like even Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry, these guys are hooping. They're balling right now. So I think that makes the offense a little bit less predictable, and you don't really know where you're gonna get punched at. So Miami is 11-5 to the over in the playoffs. That's 68%. They're also 13-3 to the over on their team total, and that's 81%. And they're 3-0 to the over on their team total in this series as well. So I think they just continue to run it up. They've been playing with a lot of pace. And if I'm looking to play the game tomorrow, I think Boston had their soul snatched out last night. You see, bad body language. Maybe they have some pride. They come out, try to play a little bit better. But if Miami gonna, make shots the way that they're making shots and kind of keep the Celtics defense guessing, I don't think it's a way that they can slow this team down. Their team total, I think, was like something like 107.5, 108.5. So if I'm looking at the Heat, I think you just play the money line. I think you could play, the team total over. But I think the Celtics are done, man. I think that they're cooked. And I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. Maybe they force a game 5, go back home down, 1-3. But that's just kind of how I see it going. Nobody really believed in this Heat team except a few Heat fans that I know, and I thought that they were delusional. But the Heat are good. These boys are balling. They're a tougher team. They're a more well-coached team, mentally, physically tough. Make the right plays. They do all the little things. And it's paying off. So shout out to the Heat. I didn't lose any money betting against them last night. So those are my thoughts on that game real quick. I do lean towards the over on the full game, even though it's up to 216. And I like the Heat team total over, but I haven't placed anything on that game. So that's what I got. Let's see. Let's go through the YouTube comment section real quick. Hopefully y'all ain't talking too crazy. And then we'll get up some speakers. Let's see. What up, Frag? Fremons. What's up, Fremons? Coop says if the Lakers are going to have a chance tonight, Murray has to be under 25 points, and LeBron and AD going to have to be big. If not, the brooms will be out in LA. So I agree with most of that, Coop. I think Jamal Murray could have a big game. You say he has to stay under 25. I don't think necessarily Jamal Murray has to stay under 25. I think if Jamal Murray scores over 25, I think you just got to cut the water off, or just hope that some of these players have a bad game for Denver. And that's what I was talking about. The role players for Denver have played really, really well. Jamal Murray could score 27 points today, but we can't have KCP going for 14 as well. KCP was on a nice little trend last series against the Phoenix Suns, right? You would take him at home, you would fade him on the road. You take him at home, you fade him on the road until he went off in game 6. And I think he scored like 20-something points. But the same thing with Michael Porter Jr. He went missing in that Phoenix series as well when they were on the road. So the Lakers just can't have all of the guys play well. Outside of Jokic didn't have a big game, but he had a big fourth quarter. So I would agree with most of that. Let's see. If anyone is going to come back from being down 0-3, it's going to be LeBron. I think I definitely disagree with that, Shannon. I think LeBron got so many miles on his body. No way he coming down from 3-0. You're not winning a couple games in Denver either. So, I think I got to disagree with you there. Coop says Murray has been the X factor in this year. He has. Yeah, he played a lot better, I think, than a lot of people anticipated. I know definitely better than I thought I anticipated. The way that Vanderbilt was able to kind of take Steph Curry and John Morant, out of the series respectfully, like they still got their numbers, but the way he was able to slow those guys down, I thought that he would be able to do something similar against Jamal Murray. It just has not happened. Jamal Murray stepped up really, really big. They need to give him the bag. Whatever he's making is still not enough. Uh, Doc says you can't take weekends off in the playoffs. I don't think you're talking about me, Doc, but if you are, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not sure if you're talking to me though, but yeah, I could do whatever I want to do. Maybe you're talking about a team. JR says, what do you think the headlines are going to be if LeBron gets eliminated tonight? I don't care about headlines. I don't like get into like all of the back and forth. I just try to make as much money as I can on sports betting. I don't watch ESPN, none of that. I am my own ESPN. That's the way I see it. I don't get into that. Unfortunately, your Lakers will lose tonight, Chris. LeBron's ankle and foot will hinder him, along with AD's inability to remain consistently great, will derail them. Denver money line. Best of luck if you cash it, John. Best of luck if you cash it. But does Denver take it if LA gives it to them, but take it easy and win at home? That's what you don't know the answer to, Bob, until you get there, man. Until you get there. KCP over 1.5 threes. Rio says he likes that. D'Lo under PRA. Love my guy Bruce Brown, but if he calls you a traffic cone, that's a problem. That's a fact. That is a fact. I'm not messing with D'Lo today. Hopefully Coach Ham don't mess with him either. JP says Denver 16 plus 16 win margin is a plus 1100 on FanDuel. Should that be a look? If the Lakers get blown out, if they lose, they typically get blown out in the spot. So I couldn't talk you off of that, JP. I wouldn't go crazy, but maybe worth the sprinkle pregame. All right, cool. Let's see. Coop says Boston threw in the white towel in the fourth last game. They are cooked. Shout out to the Heat for surprising everyone this postseason. That's a fact. I know the book hate the Heat. The book's probably actually made a lot more money on the Heat. Celtics already booked Cancun. Already booked in Cancun after tomorrow's game, Chris. I think they probably checked out. Why don't the Lakers play Thompson? Big body for Jokic. I think probably because they haven't had enough time to even integrate Thompson. And he wasn't the reason. Like Jokic didn't even do anything. Well, he did. He played well in the fourth quarter, closed the game out, but he wasn't the reason why we lost. If you put Thompson in the game, he not stopping Jamal Murray, and he fooled on defense. Jamal Murray gonna cook him too. Fremont said Lakers will show up tonight. Matt says, I'm gonna just say it. Kevin Love is going to be the key to the next series. All right, we'll get into that later. I'm not going to be talking about the next series yet. Jamal Murray over 26.5 points for Brittany. Jamal Murray 3+ threes, and Austin Reeves over 2.5 threes. Okay. That's what we got. So yeah, send me a request if y'all got anything, man. I'm gonna try to get a few people up, and then we gonna get up out of here, man. Stem, I'm gonna come to you first. What's going on, my guy? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing today, Chris?
I'm good. I'm good today. What's going on? How you?
I'm doing well. Sorry if you hear some background noise. I'm on the road, but
no, you good.
I really like tonight, so I wanted to get it out here.
Floor is yours, my guy. What you liking?
So it's a play that I never anticipated that I would be taking, and it took a lot of digging in today, but I think it's a hidden gem, and not a lot of people are going to be on this.
Can I guess them?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
I said, can I guess?
Yeah, take a guess.
Is it an alt D-Lo line under 1.5 points?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with D'Angelo Russell.
Okay, got you. I was just checking. Okay.
It's Michael Porter Jr. over 1.5 assists, and I'm also playing the ladder of 5+ assists on DraftKings at plus 2,000. So last game he had 6 assists, 35 passes made, 7 potential, and he's cleared this over 1.5 line in each game this series. But most importantly, after the game, Mike Malone in the locker room was praising his well-rounded game and really emphasize the fact that he had 6 assists. Teams are closing out on him hard, as they should be, at the three-point line, and he was doing a lot of dribble and dishing last game. And I think that's something he can go back to tonight. They're kind of trying to work him into being more of a team player and evolving in that form. And I think it's a good opportunity to take this line at 1.5 at plus 100. He is the type of guy where he can come out and strictly be looking to shoot, and this could backfire. But I think it's a really nice spot, and especially at 1.5. He's playing 30-plus minutes. 2 assists is not a steep number to get. But the 5+ at plus 2,000 in DraftKings same-game parlay, you compare that with any 2+ combination you want, and it'll get up to still sitting at plus 2,000. Really nice spot, in my opinion. Hidden gem. Could come back, but we'll see.
Okay. Michael Porter Jr. over 1.5 assists. That's a hell of a look. I definitely wasn't looking that way. So I like that, Stan. Appreciate you sharing that. Definitely hope you catch it. Let's keep going. Cam, you up next, and then we'll go to Dream. And I'll try to get Stefan back up and Frag as well. What's up, Cam?
What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I had a good weekend and all that. Just getting back into it.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, I got a couple tonight. So basically, I'm kind of going against the grain in the sense where you're right. I do agree with you that there's some regression due for some players, but I do think the Lakers show up tonight. I have to believe law of averages that 2 teams aren't gonna be swept, and I do think Boston might get swept. So yeah, this is what I'm on right now. So first, I'm back to the AD stocks over 3.5 minus 110. I just think he's got to show up on the defensive end for them to have a chance today. So I really like it at minus 110. It got all the way up to like minus 160. So now that it's back down, playing it again. I'm on Austin Reeves over 2.5 threes at even money. So I really like this line because at the end of the day, yeah, I know he's due for probably some regression, but he's been hitting like 4 or 5. I think 3 is a really solid number to get for him, even just because of the volume he takes minimum 5 to 6, and he's still being left decently open. He's such an aggressive player that he seeks out the shot too. So I really like him on his 3s. Even this is a play that I don't expect anybody to tell me on this one, but I like it. I like LeBron James over 2.5 threes tonight at plus 175. It's kind of a crazy look knowing how bad the 3-point shooter LeBron James has become, but I do think in a closeout game, similar to what we saw last game where he put up 9, I think he's going to put up a lot of threes tonight, and I do think Malone, the one adjustment, Malone doesn't have to make is guarding LeBron at the 3-point line. Like, I don't believe they're going to just guard him at the 3-point line because he hit 3 last game. He's going to have to show them again, which I think that's what I would do if I was a coach. I'd let LeBron James take 3s because if he's taking 3s, he's not doing other things that you need him to do. So those are the 3 plays I'm on tonight. And then I got one parlay that I really like. It's a 4-leg. It's a 3-leg. Sorry, it's a 3-leg parlay, and it's Joker over 23.5 points. Austin Reeves over 3.5 assists, and then Anthony Davis over 11.5 boards, plus 203.
Okay. Say it one more time, Cam. Joker 23 points. Reeves over. You said 3.5 assists.
Yeah, 3.5. He's
and then
played that every game this year.
And then AD 11 rebounds.
Yeah, 11.5. So the guy gets 12.
Oh, 12 rebounds. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the odds on that game?
Plus 203.
Plus 203. Okay. Little plus 203. Okay. I like it, Cam. Best of luck, man. I hope you catch these. Appreciate you sharing it.
Good luck, everybody.
Absolutely. That parlay makes a lot of sense too. Austin Reeves been the second ball handler, second primary ball handler after LeBron James. Jokic gonna get 23 points more than likely, especially on the road, and AD should be able to get some rebounds. So I like that look a lot. Let's keep going. Dream, you up next, then Stefan, and then I'm gonna see if I can get Frag back up. Frag keep disconnecting. What up, Dream?
Hey, what's the vibes, man? Yo, can you do me a favor, bro? Stefan, I'm just walking back in the truck.
Yeah, I got you. Stefan, what's going on, bro? How you?
Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. Real recognize real. I hear that same sound of despair in your voice that I had going into the game.
Hey, bro, it's bad, bro. It's bad, Stefan. That's why you don't even want your team to get good, because when they lose, it's all bad.
Yeah, it's the worst, because, like, you're right, y'all just beat Golden State like a week ago, and like a week later, it's like just pain. Terrible. But I'm on 4 looks tonight. I'm going to go down with the ship. I do agree with you that players are due for regression, but Austin Reeves is just a dog, and he's just made me so much money. He's just been a guy who just shattered his line, so I'm over his 22.5 P plus A. I'm also on first quarter plays have been really good this playoffs, so I'm on Jamal Murray for one board and 80 for one dime at minus 110. Murray's covered his last 8. AD his last 8 as well. AD is getting roughly like 3 potential assists in the first quarter, so dudes just got to make the shots, so I like that. Probably my favorite for the day is Jokic. I was pretty surprised that his triple doubles at plus 100. It's for the best player in the league in the biggest game of his career to cement himself into the NBA Finals. That just seems like such great odds when you especially go game by game. Last game he had the foul trouble, but the guy's getting pretty much low 20s in potential assists. So plus 100 for the best player in the league. I'm definitely going to ride with that. And my last one I'm on is Aaron Gordon under the 17.5 P plus R. He's been under this number 8 times going against KD and Bron over the last 2 series. So just going to keep riding with that with this series. And my long shot for the day is if Jokic and the Nuggets just want to go burn down all of LA, is Jokic for 12 dimes, Porter Jr. for 4 threes, and KCP for 3 threes. And I got that at 33.66.
Ooh, you said Jokic 12 assists and KCP and MPJ to hit 3 threes?
I went a little high for Porter. I went for 4.
Oh, 4, okay.
Yeah, if he's gonna get 3, like I might as well just go to the 4 because he's gonna chuck it to try to get to the 4. So I did 4 for him and KCP for 3.
Okay. Ooh, okay. What was the odds on that stuff?
33.66.
33.66. This is the Denver burns down LA parlay. Ooh,
yeah, I agree with you where I think like LeBron's gonna like put forth a really good effort, but if early on it's going south quick, I just think you're gonna start seeing like what you saw with Boston, where like they're maybe just I don't think Reeves will give up, I don't think Rue will give up, but like I could just see AD slogging it up the floor. I could just see guys like that just like not going full board, knowing like okay, the season's about to be over.
Yep, some real front runner type stuff, bro. One thing I'm not gonna do is bet on these guys again after what just happened. Now I need to see that they really want to take this series seriously, which is why live betting is such a great option, man. And that's what I do. I'll see what kind of energy and effort they come out with. I know Braun said it, but I need to see it before I put my money down before the game starts. So yeah, I'm not into that at all, man. We'll see what happens. Shout out to all the everybody back in the Lakers. I did see the line since the show's been going on. It has moved back in favor of the Lakers. The 3 moved back to 3.5, which is what it opened at. The total also went up from 225, I think is what I had on the screen, to 225.5. So yeah, some money coming in somewhere on the Lakers. At least a little bit. All the books moving the line a little bit, but yes, Stephen got the looks, man. Hey, Stephen, one more time. What was Aaron Gordon under? What you said? P? What was it?
Yeah, it's P plus R at 17.5. I took the under. So
17.
Especially a game like this that could be a blowout. I wanted to find an under to take.
Yeah.
Besides D'Lo, I feel like everybody's already taking D'Lo's under.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. I like it. I like it a lot. So Jokic triple double. Jamal Murray 1 first quarter rebound with AD 1 first quarter assist. Austin Reeves points plus assists over 22.5, which I really like that number a lot. And then also Aaron Gordon under 17.5 points plus rebounds. And then the burn LA down parlay. Jokic 12 assists, KCP 3 threes, and Michael Porter Jr. 4 threes tonight.
Yeah, just a sprinkle on that. And really quick, everybody, don't be afraid to look at that WNBA, because when you get these star players, like there's a lot of money to be made in WNBA. I did it last year for the first time for a little bit. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I went light, and it was very prosperous. And this past Sunday, between Brittany Griner and Brianna Stewart, that was spectacular. So don't be afraid to give that a look if you got some downtime. Yeah,
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm definitely. I still haven't gotten the WNBA League Pass, but I'm getting that. Probably. I know it's no games today, but I do plan on diving into that. So I'm probably not going to do shows, but the pics will be posted on my YouTube page for sure. But appreciate you, Stephen. A lot of great looks.
Appreciate you as always.
A lot of great looks by Stephen. Let's keep going, man. Let's go back to Dream, and I'll see if I can get Frag up. What up, Dream?
What's the vibes, man? How you?
I'm good, bro. Laker fans hurting across the world right now, but we be all right.
Nah, I'm gonna have you on the channel when the season done. We're gonna break down the whole season.
Let's do it, bro. Might be sooner than later, Dream.
Yeah. I know. But yeah, can't recap for Friday, y'all. I truly don't remember. But what I will say is, I gave out Gabe Vincent. I gave out 4 future blood money bets here. Gabe Vincent was one of them to lead the series in threes at plus 7,500. So right now, him and Caleb are tied. So tomorrow we're gonna be rooting for Gabe to shoot them threes. Yeah, so that's the only recap I got. So these are plays I'm on. D-Lo, I'm going to say 17.5. I got 18.5, but I don't see no more 18.5. So D-Lo under 17.5 PRA. He's gone under this number every game in the series except for one where he had 18. He had a series low 20 minutes last game, and even though, I don't know, Darvingham is a really good coach, but he's just too loyal. He's loyal to a fault. So he's going to ride with his guy, but I think he's going to continue to lower his minutes. Because you can't, like you said, I said the same thing. Like, you cannot play D'Angelo Russell substantial minutes and claim to be serious about winning the series. You can't do it. So we'll see. But he's had 11, 18, and 10 this series as far as his PRA. So when he's under, he's way under. And one time he went over, he barely went over. So he's also played 26, 32, and 20 minutes. So I think we get closer to a 26 or 20-minute game from D'Lo tonight. So love his PRA under. Next, Austin Reeves. Shout out to my guy Stephen, man. I'm riding too. I played Austin Reeves every game in this series. His points and assists. It started at 19.5. It's 22.5 right now. It's about as high as I go. Got it minus 105 at DraftKings. And for me, it's simple. He had 4 straight 20-point games. When I was giving it out at 19.5, I was talking about how he was scoring 20 and getting 4 to 6 assists, and nothing changed. And it's not like they drastically bumping the lineup. So I do agree with you. That's the problem with player props, like, because you never know when that progression is going to come. So everybody does it differently. I do agree with you. You can't expect somebody who's been playing over their head to continue to play over their head. So you could be cautious, but I just tend to believe Austin Reeves, he's going to have the most opportunity. I think we get a passive king tonight, blowing in his hands, patting on his chest, get an AD that's really not in there, and Austin Reeves and Ruri and Looney, these are the guys, and Lonnie, these are the guys that's going to be out here taking shots. I can see LeBron swinging it to the corner instead of driving it. So I think Austin Reeves is still going to get his opportunities tonight. And again, he's the Lakers' third best player. So if not him, I don't know who. So that's what I'm on. Austin Reeves, 22.5 points and assists. Blood money bets. I got a lot on my page and a bunch on my video because I only got 2 straight, so I sprinkled a bunch of blood money bets. But for the sake of the show, I love that assist look that the homie Stem gave out. I'm going to lean kind of the other way, but I do like Porter tonight. So I took Michael Porter Jr. to score 25 plus 900. I'll give you all a few top scores. I took Michael Porter Jr. to be the top scorer, plus 6,000. Austin Reeves to be the top scorer, plus 2,600. And Rui to be the top scorer, plus 10,000. You can find those on FanDuel, but shop around. So my reasoning behind that is just like the game yesterday, man. I think the Lakers are going to lose tonight. For what it's worth, the Nuggets have never swept anybody in their franchise history. That's according to Brian Windhorst. So I think that is an added motivation for them to come handle it tonight. Sweeping one of the greatest players of all time in his home building. I think they come out and play tonight, and if they do, it's not going to be pretty. I don't think it's going to be a 5-7 point Denver wins it in the clutch. No, you're going to have the Lakers give up. You're going to have the Lakers starters not playing the fourth quarter, or you're going to have them playing 2 or 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. If that happens, you're going to have your Gabe Vincents, your Caleb Martins, like last night, playing extended minutes, actually playing hard. So I love those guys, those 3 guys to possibly be the top point scorer. And I'm going to give y'all plus 73,000 lay, 6 legs. And this is basically based off of what I just said. We're going to do AD under 23 points, Joker under 24 points, Murray under 24 points, and LeBron under 26 points because he is a stat pattern. And we're going to put that with the Nuggets money line and the over.
That's plus 73,000. And again, I think all these guys could go over in a normal game, but in a game where I anticipate it being a blowout, and I anticipate starters not playing the whole allotment of minutes, I like them all to go under. And like you was mentioning, these closeout games tend to get loose. They tend to go over. So that's what I'm on. If you want all my plays, man, search Blunt Money Bets on YouTube. Click the link on my page. And all my straights is posted on my page as well as a couple lays. So you can follow me too if you want. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, Dream. So, Dream, real quick, that last one you gave out, that was pretty much the top 4 scorers, all to go under whatever their point total is. You didn't alt any of those, did you?
Yeah, I altered them all, but not a lot.
Okay. Okay.
So like Murray, I think Murray is like 25 and a half. So I moved them to under 24. You know,
okay.
So like AD might be the same 25. I moved him to under 23.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, basically nobody to score over 25 except for LeBron, because even though LeBron been I can just see LeBron having you can't blame it on me.
But I was gonna say, yeah. I can see that too. Yeah, no, that's a fact. I can see that, bro.
So even though logically Murray should probably be the highest, I just feel like Bron could ruin it tonight. So that's what I'm on. And, like I said in my video, man, switch it around. If you take the Nuggets money line and the total out of that, it's still plus 5,000.
Okay.
Move it around, play with it. But that's just what I'm on. Just taking a stab, thinking it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, I like it. Dream. I like it a lot, man. A lot of great looks here by Dream. Like I always say, man, check out his page. Check out for his plays. Check out his YouTube videos. He put them up early too. So definitely subscribe to his YouTube page. Show my guy Dream some support, man. Definitely show Dream some support. He's been coming on the show pretty much every single day throughout the season, man, dropping off winners, parlays, straights, futures, all of it. Shout out to Dream, man. Let's keep going. Frag, you up next, and then CJ, I'm gonna get you up as well. We getting up out of here, man. Frag, what's going on?
Chris, how you doing, bro?
I could be better, Frag, but it's good. It's all good. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just been chilling back, just watching the mayhem unfold. So I got a couple looks. I haven't locked in anything. I'm just kind of looking because I mean, you seen what the hell been going on the last couple of days. It's been treacherous out here. So, we have Dream talk about the blood and stuff. So Lonnie Walker could be a decent look. 6.5, 7.5 points. I'm looking at him as far as someone that could be eaten up in garbage time if push comes to shove and Lakers get the doors blown off of them. But I'm just looking at the NBA schedule. And if Lakers get swept and, Celtics get swept, it's going to be 6 to 7 days of just no NBA. And that shit don't really add up to me. I'm not going to lie to you. At the end of the day, this shit is a business. You could, X's and O's and this and that, who's playing that bad, this and that. But one of these teams got to get a win, man. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think it's the Lakers, man. I think Lakers get the win today, and then Nuggets finish it at home. They can have their little celebration. I guess they get a little trophy for winning the Western Conference Finals or whatever. So I think, I'm just looking at it as a business aspect. I think it's just, it's just not profitable to have, 6 days of the NBA, just not being aired. So I might take a stab at the Lakers money line, depending on, maybe if I see a starting lineup change. Because it's just, it's just, I don't know what happened to D'Lo. He's just not playing well. I see his 1.5 threes is like minus 110. I couldn't believe my eyes. It's gotten that bad, man.
Yep.
They was hanging, 2.5 at one point, 1.5 minus 180, juice to the moon. You couldn't even take it as a straight. So it's just, you can see the regression is just hitting like a fan, man. It's just getting bad for D'Lo. So, 10.5 points. This guy, there's a world where this guy hits it in a quarter, and you look like a genius. It's just hard to put your money on the guy. But I do think the Lakers do win. So, someone got to step up, and I wouldn't be surprised if, D'Lo steps up. It's, that's been a recipe for the Lakers winning these games has been D'Lo stepping up, especially when you don't expect it. I remember when he had that 30-point game against Golden State. I don't think anybody was on the dude, and he was a top point scorer. So, nothing official because it's just been real treacherous. A couple leans, maybe see something with a starting lineup. But I do think the Lakers, unfortunately,
they get a win somehow. Maybe, you know, the refs put Jokic in foul trouble. You seen it the last game. He was in foul trouble.
Shit ain't work last game. It probably wouldn't work again, if I'm being honest with you.
What you mean?
He was in foul trouble last game. That ain't work. That ain't work at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, like I said, I'm just looking at it, you know, as a business. I don't know, man. It just doesn't make sense to me to have, you know, 6 days of just no NBA. It's just kind of outrageous, to be honest, because like you said, I think the Celtics are cooked. Now they're cooked. At least the Lakers been fighting. They've had chances to win this game. Them Celtics, they cooked, because that performance they put on yesterday, that's the performance you typically put on. You put on when you're down 3-0, not 2-0. 2-0 is a different, you know, it's a different type of you know, situation. The 3-0 is where the human nature comes in, as far as, yeah, we're cooked, like, you know, it's time to pack it up. 2-0 is still a fight. You're still not out of it. But 3-0 is you know, that's where it gets bad. So that's my only concern with the Lakers, though, is they're down 3-0. So that's my concern with the Lakers. You know, they had their good game in game 3. So the game 4 could look like what happened yesterday with Miami. That's my only concern, and the reason why I haven't got to the Lakers.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know what's going on, but the line was 3 when we first started the show. The line moving to 4 on most sports books now in favor of the Lakers. So it's not. I want to say this, man. I'm if people can hear like something in my voice, it's not that I think the Lakers going to necessarily lose tonight. It's that I know that the series is over, right? Like, I don't care about this game per se. Like, the Lakers get swept, that's cool, but the series is over. Once you go down 0-3, you cook. You know what I mean? Especially if you're an older team. So, you know, the Lakers could win this game tonight. It's not gonna make me $1 because I'm not betting anything, but, you know, pre-game. So, yeah, I just want to make sure I mention that. DFS says Lakers win. Bron in 7. Nah, don't sleep. Yeah, I'm sleep on that. Let's see. Stephen said Chris is defeated by the Lake Show. We're gonna get this win, bro. Hey, bro, it's not like my life is great, bro. I don't want y'all to get it twisted. I'm just a big Laker fan, and we cook, bro. I don't care about this game per se. The series is over. Once you go down 0-3, like you done. You're not beating Denver 3 times in a row, man. I don't know if y'all watched the game or not, but yeah, it ain't good for the Lakers, man. It's just not good for the Lakers. Can they win the game? Yeah, they should have won game 2. And if Jamal Murray don't start as hot as he did in game 3, maybe they win that one too. But, you know, after it's all said and done and they up 3-0, that's what it is. And if you think that Mike Malone not gonna have these boys motivated to come out here, like Dream said, and like why put it off and get it done in you know, back home? Why not sweep these guys on their own home court? Like, let's go back to Denver and chill and watch tomorrow's game and see who we gonna play. See if we're gonna get Boston. I mean, when we not getting Boston, but see how long it's gonna take us, you know, to get Miami. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure Mike Malone ain't in there like, yeah, you know, let's just take this one easy, fellas, and we'll get the next one at home. Now he gonna tell them to sweep them. Like, all of the stuff that he been talking, I don't know if y'all been paying attention. This dude been going crazy in the post-game interviews, pre-game interviews, talking about the Lakers, you know, got an adjustment. That's the only thing I done heard. We up 1-0, and he just got something after every single game, bro. Like, y'all, people, I don't think y'all really be paying attention, man. I think that's what it is. But let me come back to you, Dream. What up?
Yeah, man, real quick, not to get off it, because I don't like talking if it ain't about betting. But
facts.
To your point, man, yeah, OG Wham the GOAT had posted Mike Malone after game 2 talking spicy. And he was like, yeah, the narratives is too much for Mike Malone. I said, man, I love that. If you a coach and your team is up 2-0 and y'all not getting respected, like, how else are you going to light a fire under your team rather than to keep talking that talk? Like, you down 0-2.
He keeping them motivated, Dream. Yeah.
Yeah, man, he is a great motivator. I think that's why they came into LA and just hopped out on us, man. Because
that's a fact.
He in their head, like, nah, they don't respect you. And I think it's gonna be the same talk tonight. Like, oh, the Lakers, they ain't never came back, and we never swept nobody. This is LeBron James and AD. Everybody picked them over us. Come on, let's finish them tonight. 30 tonight. You know, so that's why I love my Lakers, but I really. Bro, we'll talk. Lonnie Walker game, it was over from there. For me.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I think we could. Like, hey, hopefully LeBron could pull us back from 4-3. I ain't betting against us.
Yeah, but, facts.
Yeah, I think we could.
Facts, yeah. And I think you just got to see it. Like, I think you got to see it from the beginning. I'll give you guys a little nugget real quick before I get up out of here. Yesterday, I was looking at some stuff, at halftime. So teams that I said this earlier, but teams that go up at halftime, teams that are winning at halftime typically go ahead and win the game. They cover the spread as well. So if a team goes up by 15 points or more in the last 2 years and they're at home, which the Celtics were down by 15 yesterday, and they were on the road. So in that trend, those teams, even if the road team makes a comeback, they go ahead and win the game. So that's why I say I'm gonna take something live. It won't be off, emotion. It's gonna be off let's try to make some money. Maybe potential last game of this series. So I'll see. What how things are kind of shaking out. If Denver jumps up on the Lakers early, I think that Denver wins the game. If the Lakers come out and win the first quarter, then I think the Lakers could potentially win the game. But it's also, highly dependent upon what Coach Ham does with D'Angelo Russell, because I just don't feel like he could be successful. Should he have some regression? I think he should. I wouldn't take his under 1.5 threes because he's getting wide open looks. He just can't make them. I don't know if he trusts his shot. I don't know what it is, but I'm not betting against the Lakers. I'm just also not betting on Denver either. Let's go Frag then Stephen.
My bad. Just two things real quick. Just I mean, it's your team, so it's just like your team's already losing, and then you're gonna try to put money on them, and then you're losing money with your favorite team. It's just this shit is just wicked.
Nah, I've seen this story before, Frag. I wouldn't put no money on the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what do you think about like I said, with if these two teams get swept, what do you think about the 6 days of just no NBA, man?
I think they're just gonna be chilling. I think they're gonna be chilling. I think what's his name? I don't believe in like the whole, like, I think the Lakers could win tonight, right? I think first of all, let's start there. Like I don't think the Denver Nuggets plus the points is a lock, right? Like never that. But at the end of the day, like it wouldn't surprise me if they won the game. I think you're just gonna have a whole bunch of free time. I don't get into the narrative of like, like the NBA gonna have like they need to make money, yada yada yada. I'll tell you guys this for the people who think like that. The Lakers in Golden State were in game 6. And it was the most highly televised NBA series since I forgot how long. It was like 7 point something billion viewers, yada yada yada. And everybody was saying, "Oh no, just go back and you can rewatch the show. You can look at the comment section. Go check out some of your other favorite Capper shows. Go check out what they were saying on social media." And everybody was saying the game going back to 7. Like Golden State, the refs will find a way to make it go back to 7. That game didn't touch 7. It was never even close. Lakers blew the doors off Golden State. They didn't care about the ratings. The NBA would have made a lot more money. So I respectfully disagree with that point, Fred. I just think the better team is going to win the game. And sometimes you don't know who the better team is until the ball is actually tipped off in the air, because you need to see how motivated they are. So that's what I wanted to say there, Fred. But I'll come back to you, and then I'll go to Steph.
I was just was a thought. Like I said, I was looking at the schedule. I just kind of couldn't believe just kind of just going to be a drought for a couple days. So I don't know.
Yeah, they'll be promoting WNBA, Fred.
What happened?
I said they'll be promoting WNBA.
Yeah, man, it's just wicked out here, man. But I appreciate you having me on, man.
Absolutely. Stephen, back to you. What's going on?
I'm sorry to drag this out because God knows I know you're in so much pain. But if D'Lo by some ridiculous reason is still starting, you have to take the 1.5 threes. Like, he was awful last game. He had like 5 wide open looks, and he's been hitting
it's wide open stuff, and it's
he's wide open. Like, I had a lotto with him and Reeves. I'm like, yo, if this dude wasn't a bozo, like, it would have slapped easy.
I would say so, Stephen. Like I said, I'm not betting on his unders. I think a lot of people probably got that ticket in, but game to game things could change, man. I wouldn't bet on D'Lo unders because it's not like he out there forcing shots. He out there shooting shots that he typically make. He a streaky shooter, and most of the time they go in. Sometimes they don't. I think he was shooting like 47% from the field before the series started in the playoffs. So it's really just a series that he's had a bad series, but his playoffs in totality have been pretty good. I think like averaging like 17. So I think Dream mentioned this earlier. It's just certain times you got to know when to go to players and when to not, right? Like shout out to Coach Kerr. I think he probably does the best job of this in the NBA. Just matchups, right? Like Kuminga can't play every series, right? But certain series you're gonna need Kuminga. They needed him in the first round against Sacramento, but you don't necessarily need Kuminga against the Lakers, right? Like, I mean, I guess you could have used him, but AD would have killed him. He's not strong enough physically. But that's what it is, right? Like if you're the coach, everybody is a soldier, and you got to know when to deploy your soldiers and when to pull them back, right? And when to put out another soldier. And for me, it kind of feels like he should have. I was actually screaming at the TV, like yelling, top of my lungs, like, no way this dude's still in the game. It was bad. But you just got to know when to pull D'Lo out. And like Dream said, he's been super loyal to the guy, even though, he's not returning anything. Because on defense, he food. I've been saying that since game one. And on offense, he's not making a shot. So you got to put somebody else in and at least try it. So, I saw the report earlier today. They was kind of chopping it up, sitting down and talking after the practice yesterday that they had. But it's no telling what Darvin Ham going to do. And, that's the bad thing about the show is we don't know what Ham's going to do today. But back against the wall, you would think that, you probably got to – I'm telling D-Lo, you got to come off the bench today. And if he can't play that role, I'm sliding him off the bench. If he get in the game and he play like trash in a couple minutes that I give him off the bench, he just probably won't play for me the rest of this series. And then, of course, the Lakers, he made $30 million this year, and the Lakers don't got to bring him back next year either. So that's a whole nother talking point. But, he's going to be a free agent. And I've already heard the rumblings that the Lakers going to do whatever they have to do. They bringing back Rui Hachimura. They bringing back Austin Reeves, as they should. And you got to figure the point guard thing out some other way.
And you know what's crazy real quick? I was thinking about it. I forgot to put this in because I had so many notes from last game. Because D'Lo feels like y'all Julius Randle with a whole fan base is just out on this dude. And at home, because I was looking at numbers, he's over his turnovers 8 of the last 10 and 6 of 7 in the playoffs. So it's one of those things where it's like I might just throw, like, if he's in the star line by some miracle, like, I could totally see just him having 2 turnovers in the first. And it's like, yeah, that's the last we see of D'Lo as a Laker.
Absolutely. I can see that too. I can see that too, man. It's a big game for him, man. But I don't be praying on people downfall. I just know that, with the Lakers, they hang their head on the defensive end. And when you got somebody that you could just kind of go at, Mike Malone's a really, really smart coach. He got some really, really smart assistant coaches as well. He's been doing this for a really long time. They're just going to keep picking on D'Lo. So even if he is scoring, they still going to be coming right back down the floor, trying to find D'Lo, hunting for D'Lo, the same way Braun was doing, Jamal Murray in the first game, in the second game, and they're going to try to go right back at him and get buckets. So, do what y'all want to do with Jamal, with D'Lo. I'm not betting on his over, his under, any of that. I think it's just too sporadic of a play for me. But it's turnovers, Stephen. I could see the turnovers for sure. But then, like I said, man, you'll learn a lot. I said this at the beginning of the show, and I'm not gonna keep beating a dead horse. I'm gonna get off here. But the first 5 minutes, man, you're gonna learn a lot in this game. You'll know whether the Lakers are serious or not about winning this game. You're gonna know before, because you're gonna see the starting lineup and say, oh, Chris said if D'Angelo Russell in there, probably just jump on Denver. If Rui Hachimura is starting, I like Rui Hachimura points to go over. You probably want to take it as soon as you see him in the starting lineup, because I do anticipate the number to go up before the game start. And I think Schroeder got to play. Because Schroeder it was equally bad on offense, but Schroeder, I think Schroeder could have a bounce back game today as well. Not betting on his points, because he's gonna be so locked in on the defensive end trying to slow down Jamal Murray. But if Rui Hachimura and Dennis Schroeder start over Jared Vanderbilt and D'Angelo Russell, the Lakers tell me a lot. And then I'm still not betting it pregame. I'm gonna just wait and see what happened. But the line is moving to 4 at some of the sharper books, and it was at 3. It went from 3 to 3.5, 3.5 to 4. So we'll see. Tomorrow, I think I like the unders for Jimmy Butler tomorrow. I don't think that he's necessarily going to have to do as much tomorrow. So probably looking at Jimmy points, rebounds, and assists to go under. I know he can kill him if he needs to, but I just don't anticipate him needing to. Also, Jaylen Brown has been god awful. I don't think that he gets it together against in Miami tomorrow either. So probably those 2 guys. They also blanketed Tatum up. He looks like a toddler cuddling at nighttime. This dude, they just sending doubles at Tatum. Tatum can't get a wide open shot. He can't get to the rim. They're making life really difficult for Tatum. And that's just shout out to Spoelstra. I don't know if y'all watched the game last night. Tatum could not even get a shot off. It was bad. It was really bad. They sending doubles at him at the right time. So I like, I'm not saying that they get, absolutely smashed tomorrow, but I do think that they lose the game tomorrow. I just got to figure out officially what I'm going to do before I start giving out plays to y'all. But I think I like Jimmy to go under. I just don't think he's going to have to do as much. And I like Miami to go ahead and finish those boys off. They're gonna have to find a new coach because Missoula ain't it. Missoula is not it in Boston. And Jaylen Brown could be on his way to Houston with Ime. So we'll see how that goes too. But like I said, no official plays for me. If there was anything that I absolutely love today, it'd be Rui Hachimura points, man. Dude shooting 60%. He going to play 30, 35 minutes today, especially with the backs against the wall. Less Jared Vanderbilt. More Rui Hachimura. So, yeah, I like Rui. I think his points prop 13.5 if I had to play on the points prop. No play on the total or the side for me at all in either game. So, keep you guys posted if something changed. It will be in the membership section of the YouTube page. Best of luck to everybody today. Shout out to all the speakers. Cam, Stem gave out the MPJ ladder. Y'all make sure y'all check that out if y'all liked it or not. Ladder on his assist. Cam gave out some good looks. Stephen did as well. Dream did as well. So shout out to the guys, man. Appreciate you guys for sure. JLE. Let me get JLE up. Quest at the last minute. This dude 3-0, I think, on the show. Let me see what JLE got real quick. JLE, if you connected, bro, I want to hear what you got, man. What you liking today? What's going on?
I got one quick play.
Yeah, what's up?
It's Bruce Brown 1-3, LeBron 20 points. LeBron hit 20 every game in the playoffs. That's one. And then Bruce Brown hit 6 out of the last 7 games. Every game this series. Shot 5 last game. He's getting wide open looks in the corner every time he's counting off the bench. Just keep it nice and simple. It's plus 100 if you parlay him. Bruce Brown's like minus 180 for a 3, so if you find something better besides LeBron 20 points, you can do that too. That's all I got today.
Okay. JLE putting it on the line, man. He got, I think he like 4-0 on the show. Bruce Brown 1-3, LeBron 20 points tonight, plus 100 if you parlay the 2. So, yeah, that's what we're going to leave you guys with. Best of luck to everybody on your action, and probably won't be back tomorrow. Unless I find like an official play that I like tomorrow, probably won't be back tomorrow. But I lean towards Miami to go over their team total. Nothing else that I like too much in that game. Jimmy Butler under, just because I feel like he won't have to do as much. But that's what I got for you guys today. Hit the like button for me on your way out. Appreciate everybody for dropping in. Enjoy the game tonight, man. Best of luck.